Would you look at that? My parking lot is no longer white after the fire extinguisher stuff. The rain took care of it, that's good. Okay, I was thinking I'll take you on a little walk and talk. It's been a while since we all went for a walk, wasn't it? Time to go outside and just walk around. Well, you've seen the title of this video. It's my birthday! Well, not really. Yes, it's my birthday, and no, it's my birthday. I'm recording this on the 18th of June, but this video will go live on the 28th of June. And the 28th is my birthday. So you guys get to see this on my birthday, but I still have to wait 10 days. Isn't YouTube confusing? It's like time travel somehow. I myself haven't got anything planned for my birthday, but I just got off of the phone with Lihao, and she does have some things planned for me. I'm excited. I love surprises. Yeah, so I've no idea what she's planning. She told me to keep my calendar open on a certain day, which I will. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. So I will try to film what's happening on my birthday. It depends what Lihao's got planned. If it's something a little bit more just us together, then I won't film it. If it's something cool that I can film, I will film it. But like I said, I have no idea what's coming. And she keeps telling me, such a sweetheart, she keeps telling me like, I picked up a new present for you today. She's nice, she's awesome. I love her. I think it's interesting with birthdays. I've always enjoyed birthdays. I really do. I enjoy spending time with my family, and then I enjoy spending time with my parents, and then just making a day out of it, doing fun stuff together. I'm not that much into, you know, sitting at home and having the entire family come. It's not easy when you live in Sweden, then they still live in Holland, but it's nice seeing the entire family, don't get me wrong. But I always enjoyed the little intimate, just a few people going somewhere and doing something. I enjoy that so much more than all the presents and sitting together and having a party. I need to go and do stuff, which, you know, fits very well with the rest of my life. It's kind of windy out right now, so I'm hoping you don't get too much wind noise in here. But yeah, I think birthdays are interesting that way, because I've always enjoyed them. And I think I've got my parents to thank for that. They've always given me good birthdays. But I know a good bunch of people that really don't like having a birthday. Like, some of them even hate their birthday because they have had such bad experiences. Like, a colleague of mine, she had a parent that didn't care, that never did anything on her birthday, so she didn't like doing anything with her birthday even today. Even now that she's got people surrounding her that love her and want to do good stuff for her, it's still emotionally difficult. And I know somebody else that, you know, has their birthday during the summer, during the vacation periods, so they never really got to spend their birthday with friends or family either, because they were always away. Like, either then they themselves were on a trip, or the friends and family were on a trip, so birthday never got celebrated either. so many people have so many different experiences. But like I said, I do enjoy my birthdays. I always look forward to them. And I've always had my parents lovingly doing good stuff for me. And poor Lee Hao, she is she seems to be quite nervous about my birthday, because on her birthday I did take her some places, I did some stuff with her, and apparently she is comparing what I did for her to my upcoming birthday, and she's nervous about it, hoping that I'll like it. I really don't care what she is doing. I mean, if it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be fun, but I'm just gonna be happy spending the day with her. So, I was born 1986 on June the 28th, which means that I turn 36 when you're watching this. I was born 2 months after Chernobyl exploded. Isn't that crazy? My mom apparently was a little bit concerned with a baby on the way, and then that nuclear power plant exploding, and apparently the radioactive cloud was floating over Holland at that time. Maybe that's why I am the way I am. Maybe that's why I'm a bit crazy. I like to think that I turned out okay anyway. But yeah, I've always felt a little bit of a connection to Chernobyl because of that. It was actually in our plans, me and Lee Hao's plans, to this summer go to East Europe and go visit Chernobyl and other East European countries. We really wanted to do that. But as you know, we can no longer do that, because some Russian dumbass decided to stir up those plans. Poor people in that country. I hope a lot of them are doing as well as they can. So yeah, the trip to Chernobyl is gonna have to wait for some other time. That's not gonna happen this year. But I do want to see it. I've always felt a little bit of a connection. I enjoy visiting abandoned places. And I mean, there's an entire abandoned city around there. Should be awesome. Look at this in front of me. So many of these flowers. So apparently these flowers are an invasive species here in Sweden. I don't know how they got here, but there are so numerous that they are killing off other plants and flowers, which you know is not a good thing, but that's the way nature is. I heard a biologist talking about that once, about invasive species, that people, take rats from one place to another on their boats, and then you have an island full of rats. Or here in Sweden there's a certain type of snail that came here that's also an invasive species. Or in California you have the lionfishes that are killing off all the other animals over there. And that's all because of us humans spreading around those things. But the biologist said, yes, it's not great that we humans are doing that, but it would have happened anyway, even with without us humans being here. Those fish, the lionfish, would have gone from where they originally are to California eventually anyway. It would have just taken them a longer time to do it without humans in the way. Same with these plants. Without humans, they would have gotten here anyway. The seeds would have spread anyway through birds. It would have just taken them a longer time. So nature has always done these kinds of things where one species outperforms the other. It's just going a little bit faster because we spread around more than other animals do. We have cars and airplanes and boats. And then all those natural things can hitchhike. But normally they would hitchhike on the backs of animals like birds and other wolves or other things. So when I heard the biologists say that, I mean, I feel bad for all these invasive species and the other species that they're killing. But it's still a natural process and just going a bit faster. So I don't know if that makes it okay or not. But yeah, that's just part of the world we live in now. The weather is quite nice. I'm walking around in my t-shirt and shorts. I'm hoping that this summer will be not too dry, so that we get forest fires again like we did in 2018. But at the same time warm enough that we, get to swim in lakes again. We didn't get to do that last year. It wasn't really warm enough to go take a swim in a lake. I did, however, last year go in my canoe and paddle around a lot of places. And I actually found a dead moose in the water. I have a picture of that moose and I will show it to you, but I have to tell you, it's not a pretty sight. If you don't like seeing dead animals, look away in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. You can open your eyes again. Yeah, I found that moose in a lake not too far away from here last summer. And I warned everybody around the lake to, not go swim in that water unless they want to get sick or something. Let me know if you want me to go out there again in my canoe and see what is left of that animal after a winter. Maybe it's totally gone, maybe there are still some bones left, I have no idea. I'm a bit curious myself. So yeah, that might be a future vlog. Don't know when I have time for it, but I want to go see it. Does that make me weird? Does that make me weird to want to go see what it looks like today? I don't know. Probably. It's probably those Chernobyl gases that I got to breathe in when I was a baby. Yeah, when I found that moose and showed the pictures to a couple of hunters around here, they told me that it looks like that moose went through the ice the winter before I found it and probably drowned underneath the ice. So yeah, that can happen too. It's also part of nature. I'm walking a normal route that I always walk around here. This is like a nice 5 kilometer walk around my house. And this is a very beautiful forest here. But see these over here? Yeah, those are usually ribbons that hunters or woodworkers put out here. So I'm kind of scared that they're gonna chop this forest down, because it's a beautiful part of my walk. But you know, that's a big part of Swedish economy, is the wood industry here, and the owners of this land have been taking care of it so that at some point they can chop down the trees and make money off of the wood that they sell. But they are legally, by law, they must replant all those trees within 3 years after cutting them down. So this might go, but there will be a new young forest in its place at some point. And that's just part of life here in Sweden. You might decide to buy yourself a nice little house in the forest, but if the forest around your house isn't yours, it might go away at any time. You never know when the forest owner decides to cut down those trees. If you're lucky, you buy a house next to a young forest. That way you know it will take a good amount of years before they cut it down. But they usually cut trees when they're about 25 meters or 25 years old. Then they decide it's time to cut them down and sell them for wood. You know what? I always go in that direction. I never go in that direction. Wanna get lost with me? Let's go see. I like doing this every once in a while, just getting lost in the forest. Like, I'm doing it safely, so don't just, walk into a forest and think you can do the same. I don't know where I am, but I do know how to get out of here. Because this piece of forest, where I'm currently inside, is surrounded by locations I know. So if I keep walking in a straight line long enough, I will find a location that I have been before. And that's the way to do it. Look at this field. There's a whole bunch of young ferns here. That's pretty cool. I think I need to go that way. And this is exactly what I meant. Like, I didn't know where I was, but I do recognize this field. Why? Because usually I'm walking on that side of the field. There's a little road on that side of the field that I'm now going towards. So I didn't know where I was, but by knowing that the place I was is surrounded by places I've been, I knew where to go. Wow, did that make sense to you? It made sense to me. This field is just awful to walk through. It's got like all these high plants that are brushing up against my legs all the time. I should have worn long pants and better walking boots. But you know, this is what I have right now. If you are in Sweden right now, or planning to come to Sweden this summer, I want you to think about ticks. Yes, if you go into the forest or into any nature clearing, you need to check yourself for ticks afterwards, because there's a lot of them. And I had one on my body last weekend. Luckily, me and Lihao saw it before it could bite me. But yeah, check yourself for ticks every time you shower and every time you go to bed. You'll thank yourself later. Are you seeing this? All these are thorny bushes. And I need to get over there. My poor legs. I'm gonna try and do some rock jumping to get there. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. This might be a path. Yeah, I can do this one. There we go. There. And then it's like the floor is lava, but you know, in this instance, the floor is made up out of thorns. Okay, this jump now. Okay, there's not much thorns here, and almost to the road. There's a rock I can stand on. Oops, here too. There you go. I defeated you, Thorny Field. Haha. Alright, so recognize this place? You probably don't. Maybe you do. In that case, good for you. Yeah, this is the same location where I filmed part of my night hike. You can see that vlog right here. I think it's a pretty cool vlog, hiking at night. Not many people watch it though, so please give it a try. I think I might film more night hikes in the future because I enjoy doing it. Well, thank you all for coming along on my little walk and talk here. It was about time for me to go outside and take a little hike again. It's pretty nice. Anyway, talk to you all later, and bye! YouTube says you might enjoy this video. Go ahead and give it a try.